The Detroit Lions are going to the NFC title game, second time in franchise history. Lomas Brown, Lions radio color analyst and member of the Lions all-time team. He joins us on the program. Who would have thought that we would ever come to this day, Lomas, as long as I've known you, that we'd be talking about the Lions in the NFC title game? How emotional has this been for you as a former player?
Oh my goodness, Dan! It's just been everything. What it does is it just brings back memories, and you start thinking about the guys that you played with, and the guys that never got an opportunity, to just reach this point. And you just look what happened to the Lions over those 30 some odd years, and just every bad thing that can happen did happen to this organization, this franchise. And it's so refreshing to see now that they're on the top and still climbing, but we got a nice young team here.
Okay. More emotional, the first playoff win or what happened this weekend?
For me, I think it was the first playoff win because, again, it had been 30 some odd years, not since the 91 team or 92 team, that we were able to win that. And for me, being in that game, playing with Barry Sanders and the Kevin Glovers and the Jerry Balls, the great players that I played with, just to be in that game. And like I say, a lot of those guys came back for the game. It just brought us back to the Silverdome days, which is now Amazon.
I was watching Jahmyr Gibbs and his ability to make people miss in the box. I mean, that's Barry Sanders-like, and I don't throw that compliment out very often. I mean, Gibbs is a special running back.
Yeah, you could see some things, and you're right. So do I, man. Every time I say Barry name and say it with another players, I go wash my mouth out with soap because you're right. You can't do that. But, man, Jahmyr, I've seen some things that make me say, okay, he has a little something of what the little big fella has and stuff. So it makes me reminisce about Barry. But, there'll only be one Barry. But the way we use Jahmyr Gibbs, not only in the run game, but the passing game, all we want to do is get that young man out in space and let him do what he do, Dan.
All right. Give me the game plan for the Lions going to San Francisco.
Yeah. Hey, rely on our big fellas up front. I'm telling you, and not just because I was a big fella. Hey, the O-line has been playing awesome all year long. That's what this team has relied on. If Jared needed protection, the O-line is there to give it to him. When Jahmyr and David Montgomery need a hole to run through, the O-line is there to provide it for those guys. That's who we leaned our team on this year. That's who Dan Campbell has his faith in to lead this team, and they've been doing a wonderful job. So we're going to have to control the line of scrimmage, period, for us to win up there.
Well, congrats, Lomas. You're not done yet. Good luck out in San
That's
Francisco,
right.
and maybe we'll see you at the Super Bowl.
That sounds great, my good man.
Thank you, Lomas. That's Lomas Brown. He's the analyst for the Lions on radio. He was the 6th overall pick back in 1985. He won a Super Bowl with the Buccaneers and a member of the Detroit Lions all-time team. It was nice to see some of those players, including Barry Sanders, Calvin Johnson, celebrated and celebrating with the Detroit Lions. Because if there is an America's team, a true America's team, it's Detroit.